let's talk to Uncle Socrates Safo now. Socrates Safo says showing Ghanaian movies for free on TV was a mistake. Ghanaian movies on TV for free. Well, Socrates Safo has said the decision by some movie producers to give out their movies to TV stations to show for free was a mistake. While speaking in an interview recently, Socrates said that what was meant to help improve the movie industry is now haunting the industry and causing suffering to players. If we knew this step would become a thorn in our flesh today, I'm sure we wouldn't have done that. At a point in the movie industry, we wanted to enlarge our territories and get our works out there, so we started advertising on TV. The plan was that we would allow the TV stations to show a part one of a movie, and at the end, tell people to buy the CD in order to watch the second part or other parts. We agreed to this deal, so it was more of a barter trade. We give you our content for free, and they give us airtime to show our content. Little did we know that it was going to hit us in our faces. Making that move was a mistake, he said. Explaining the decision further, Socrates said, apart from the fact that we saw it as a good business venture, we realized that women loved our movies and watched them, especially during hours that they're home. So we thought it wise to buy into this idea and show the movies. When the TV stations saw that it was going well, they devised their own ways of getting the movies on their channels, and little by little, we were relegated to the background, and today we are here. Socrates, good morning and welcome.
Good morning. Andy.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay?
How are you asking me that question?
But you are okay?
I'm okay, big bro.
Okay.
I'm okay. How are you?
By God's grace, I'm still alive.
Right. Okay, so you're complaining that showing the movies wasn't right. When I was ending, there was a statement you made that the TV stations saw that it was going well, and so they devised their own ways of getting the movies on their channels, and little by little, this is where we are. How come that a movie you've not given to a TV station, they are showing it by their own will, and you don't sue or you don't seek legal attention?
Well, I don't think that's what I meant.
No. I'm only asking, as I said, when you were ending, that's what you said. So I'm asking
but
in
that
direction.
statement there, I'm not talking about pirating.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when they were showing, they were movies you had given to them.
Yes, movies we have given to them.
Okay.
Though there are a lot of stations today who are pirating.
Right.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Right.
I'm talking about films that we
willingly give to them.
We willingly give to them.
Right.
You see, years ago, we were having all these foreign films on TV. And we had Ghanaians complaining and saying that, why are you not showing some of these Ghanaian films? Because they see the American films being shown.
Right.
And for them, it is better they show Ghanaian movies. You understand? Okay. We also got into it. And for us, it will be better they buy our films. That was out of ignorance. Because at that time, we had films like Ghost Years.
Ghost Years.
Yes. We finished showing Ghost Years.
Ghost Years was your production?
Yes.
Wow. Congrats.
We finished showing
very good movie.
Ghost Years. And we did Lovers Blues. And we shelved Ghost Years. Though we were making some money from it, but we shelved it. Then we did Stepdad.
Okay.
Now.
Stepdad was what? Mark Jordan Amati?
No. Stepdad. Dela Jebu and Kwesi Kumsin.
And Kwesi Kumsin. Okay.
Doris Sakiti.
Right.
Yeah, Mayor Mabodam.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So stupid of us. Instead of going to pay for the adverts to run or to promote Stepdad, we thought that, we went to GBC and we said, we have this film. We will give it to you. You pay us, I think that at that time they give us 2.5 million cedis plus 6 months airtime. 6 months airtime. They played it, I think, 10 times a day for 6 months. And for us, it was a good deal. So they took it. From January, they advertised the film and they showed Ghost Years on 6th March that year. I've forgotten the year. It was a holiday. And they showed Ghost Years. Then it was good for us. So we went again, gave them Lovers Blues. And then we went into that deal with them. It was going fine for us. Little did we know that we were cutting our own tongue, frying it, and eating. Because we should have put Ghost Tears down. The next 5 years, we will have new generation who haven't seen it. It will have been a big, we will have done a big release for it again. Every 5 years, there is a cycle for a movie. Every 5 years. So it went on and on and on. And other producers also came on board. And they got a lesser deal instead of what we were getting. Now the TV stations realized that what we are giving you, 2.5 million cedis in those days plus 6 months, we are giving somebody maybe 1 million plus 1 month adverts, and the person is taking it. So why should we give you this that higher? So we had no option than to accept it. And this is how it went on and on and on. I remember TV3 also came, and initially they bought all the films in the system when the Malaysians came. They bought all the films, and people were just trooping in with films in polythene bags, and they were buying it. I think at that time they were giving 2 million cedis per movie.
2 million as in 200 cedis.
In those days, 2 million cedis.
As in 200 cedis today?
Today, yes,
okay.
Per movie.
Ooh.
The initial offer was 14 million. And I think there were about 2 producers who got that 14 million without their permission, so I can't mention their names. But there are 2. One is popular today and in comedy, and one is also outside the country. You should get it.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Yeah. Then they realized that people are bringing more films. Then they said, no, we'll give you 2 million. Take it or leave it.
Hey.
And producers took.
They didn't have any choice.
Yeah, they had no choice. And they got a lot of films. So what happened? They slated Tuesdays 7:30 for Ghanaian films. And that was how the whole thing started.
Well, I find the story quite interesting, but was it not a way to promote what you had done? Because, yes, as you said earlier, or as I read earlier, Ghanaians were crying. You guys are not showing local stuff. Whilst we have very good stuff here, you are there showing. I remember back then, what were they showing? Sunset, something.
Sunset Beach,
La Super Dora, and all of them. There was another one, Acapulco Bay,
and the rest.
Rosalinda. I mean, all of them, and we enjoyed them.
Oshin.
Very popular. That was what we used to watch on a journey to the West.
GTV. That was GTV.
GTV.
Yes.
You know, and so Shifu and the rest. Now you were crying. You wanted our locally produced stuff. Now they decide to show that for you.
Yeah.
You are here crying again.
Yes, out of ignorance. We were ignorant about the film industry. When we say a film industry, we have television industry and we have film industry. What you produce for film goes to cinema, and at best, CD sales or video on demand. And today, like we have the streaming coming up, it has its chain of distribution. The moment you put it on TV, you destroy that market. Because the people who are supposed to, in those days, you see, when TV3 started with the Tuesday 7:30 belt, it affects takings from the cinemas on Tuesdays. Yes, attendance was low. The records are there to show. And also on Sundays, 8:30. If you show 8:30, your film 8:30 on Sundays, attendance is low because they had Obra. You understand? And then Friday also came up with a concert party, evenings. And that one too, if you check the records, attendance was low. So when TV3 took Tuesday, it went very, very, very low because it was film. So people were not going to the cinema again. Then came Metro TV, who took Thursday out of it. So Thursdays too, you don't make any sales. So on Thursdays and Tuesdays, that's when we go out there and schedule films. You go around the video centers, because if you show a film in those days, nobody will come. Then TV3 came back and took Sunday too. Added Sunday to it. Sunday 7 o'clock or so. Now they were making money because advertisers realized that people watch the films on TV. So they want their adverts on that. It became, how do you call it? That thing, how do you call that thing? Hotspot.
Hotspot, yeah.
And the TV stations also realized that, oh, okay, advertisers want this slot. So they also chased us. TV Africa came on board. All the channels came on board. And they started showing Ghanaian films. So now all the days, people are watching films on TV for free. It would be so stupid of you to take your money and go and buy, because the film that you are looking for, before you realize it's on TV. Now, another silly thing we did was that in those days, we should go to on set and shoot a film. When it's successful, then you shoot a second part. We were not doing this CD1, CD2 thing. Good. So we give the part 1 to the TV station for them to show it. Then at the end, we write, watch out for part 2. Or sometimes if you are you shot the second part already, what do? You put the adverts in there when they are showing the part 1, then you advertise the part 2. The viewers became wiser and they realized that, oh, the part 2 too will come on TV. So they decided not to buy. Cinema went down. People were not going to the cinemas again. Do you understand? Now, the cinema owners, like the captains and the rest who are private businessmen, to them, why are you giving the films to TV to show and nobody is coming to the cinema? Meanwhile, a place like Orion was down. We revive it. When I say we show the Stepdad. Yes, Stepdad. That's what revived Orion as a cinema. Other than that, they gave it to a church to be doing their church service there. So when we decided to show films there, they were like, oh, okay, if you can use it, we'll give it to you. So Captain gave us Orion to run for them. And we were sharing it with the church. Now they realized that the cinema is not bringing money anymore. So what should they do? They had to lease it to the church. People were complaining that, oh, all the cinemas are now turning into churches. It's not the fault of the owners. No, it's our fault. Because we were showing the films on TV for free and people were not going to the cinema halls. And the owners are private businessmen. They have bills to pay.
All right. Now, I want us to look at solutions. One thing I think we don't really pay attention to is solution.
Yeah.
Because we complain too much. Too much every time we come on radio and we
Just
go on
the
and
problems.
just the problems, but we don't look at solutions. Let's look at the solution. In this case, what happens? How do we solve the solution? How do we solve the problem?
You see,
I beg your pardon.
when a problem is based on ignorance and stupidity.
Today you've been using the
Today,
stupid
yeah,
word.
let me use it.
Today you've been using the stupid word.
Yeah,
man.
because that is the problem. It's stupidity on our part. I told you. Ignorance and stupidity. All that I've said today
Yeah,
is
Uncle,
based
Uncle,
on
say it.
ignorance and
Please
stupidity.
get Uncle Soak some anti-soak.
Say it, Uncle, say it.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Uncle Soak, please get him some.
Nothing more,
a cup
nothing.
of
Look,
Nescafe.
give me a better word
Describe the act.
to describe what we did.
Okay, continue.
It was out of ignorance. That's why we gave the films to the TV stations, and it was stupidity that kept us. That is keeping us there till date. It's stupidity that is keeping us there.
Hey!
Violence.
You understand? So
Okay.
what can we
So,
do?
let's look at the solution.
Yeah, all this that I'm saying, do you agree with me?
Who, me?
Yes. The
I want
history.
I want the solution. So.
No, I'm coming. The history.
Oh,
I've
no, I
given
agree.
you.
I agree.
Good. So what do you think we should do? Is it not just a matter of we deciding that, because there's no law?
You deciding that what? You
I'm
have to
coming.
finish the statement.
I'll finish it. But there is no law that compels us to give our films to the TV stations. Having known that it is not helping the industry. Good. Because TV station cannot pay the cost of a good production. No. So what do we do? Having realized that it is affecting us, all we need to do is to stop. Yes, because there's no law that is compelling us to give our films to a TV station.
It's not about the law, but somewhere in the write-up, you mentioned that why don't we give them part one and then tell them that, look, if you want the rest, go on YouTube.
The TV station.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Why don't if there is a part one and two, give them part one. At the end of part one, they direct the viewing public where they can get part two to purchase. So don't you think that would have been the best?
We were doing that, and the viewers realized that every day there is a new movie. It's entertainment you want.
Right.
I mentioned this woman, and where is it coming from? Housewives. From morning, they are busy with the children. The children goes to school. From 10 o'clock, they are at home doing nothing. The only thing they need now is entertainment, something that will keep them at home. That is how come we have something we call soap opera. The soap opera came up because in America, television producers realized that when women are at home around that time belt, they want something that will keep them. That is how come they develop the series. And then the soap manufacturers realized that these women who do the washing and things like that, they have the choice on soap. Do you understand? So they start advertising. So within that time belt, you have a lot of soap adverts. That's how come they nickname it soap opera. Now, here too, within that time belt, from 10 o'clock going, these women are at home. They want something to entertain themselves. So instead of they going to buy the series to watch as they were doing, they stopped. So every day, if there is a new film, he will watch. He doesn't care about the second part. Today, he will watch Kofi Nyama. Tomorrow, he will watch Andy and Logic. It's a new film. There is nothing like an old film coming to America. Somebody's new film.
Oh, but yesterday I was watching Bird on the Wire.
Good. It's an old film.
On Netflix, yes, it was produced in 1990.
Good. You haven't seen it before. So what do? If you are watching it, the people in it don't get old. They are the same action that you are thrilled with, and it is moving you. So there's nothing like an old movie. So if you have the part one on YouTube or wherever that he has to go and pay money for, no, all he needs is entertainment. So if there is something new that will entertain him today, he will sit there and enjoy it. Tomorrow, you will bring him something new. He will sit and watch. Starve him, starve them, and now they will chase it. If you come on Hit FM and play your advert for a film, that he knows that when he sits on TV, from morning till evening, and he's hearing the adverts, and there's nothing like movie on TV, he will now go and buy.
Our movies, what's happening to the movie industry now? I'm asking because, look, we don't hear anything from them any longer. Because I know that a lot of them will put the blame on COVID.
It's not COVID. It's not. Look, COVID should have rather pushed the movie industry up because people are at home.
Right.
Do you understand? So they will want entertainment. They will buy more films.
So why are we not getting enough production?
Because one, TV is showing all the films. And the producers have lost money. Almost every producer, and the quote unquote, the good ones, they've lost their investment. Do you understand? So they are not shooting anymore. And then you have these young, inexperienced ones coming up, organize their friends, and they are shooting something. And the quality is not also up there. They have also started losing money because they are not making that much money as they were expecting. The actors who were, who were volunteering are also losing interest because they are also not making money or getting anything out of it. So they are also losing interest. So by and by, if it continues like this for the next 5 years, I'm telling you, I don't know how we are going to see anything by way of even a good film. Because all the good filmmakers, they've lost money and they have lost interest in that business. This is the fact. Somebody should come and give me a different view practically. Nothing. This is what I lived it. We started it. And I am telling you that this is what happened.
All right.
Solutions.
Yeah. Andy, I think Uncle Sok has really spoken. I love the part where you were very blunt with the description of our behavior. As for silly, there we have been very silly, and until we understand that we are acting silly, we will not change. The TV stations back in the days, I remember when I used to be a kid. Look, cinemas were the places we take our girls. Now we say we don't have anywhere going because cinemas are all down. You know that there's a schedule. There's 6:30 to 8. There's 8:30 to 10. Look, we schedule ourselves like boys. You go cinema. Then the girls are also with you. You can cinema near. That's where yeah.
But that's a fact.
That's the fact. That's the culture we've all lived with. Cinema will be
He's reminding you of something.
I've reminded of something. I've reminded of something because at that time and the other age, you don't have a unifie. You don't have your own home and your own bed. You see that cinema and our school down beach, but cinema was the place.
I some no candy.
It can be some. The TV stations they have really destroyed.
I know one talk.
No. I don't agree. When you say TV stations have destroyed the big market, no,
but they show
the filmmakers.
Okay, so I am not a movie maker. So I'm speaking from the side of a lame person who enjoys the movies, who used to go to the cinemas, and now the cinemas are no more.
Now we all enjoyed movies.
Before they used to have a very big cinema, the Rio. Today, if you go there, it's a church. It's a church auditorium now. Big cinema auditorium. So I think I agree with Uncle Sok. There should be a way how the TV stations pay for this slot, or you stop giving them the movies. Okay. Now the discipline should be that it's just like music. How we go to studio, pay for huge sums, record a song, and then throw it online for free. It's the same thing. We are all in the same dilemma. So Andy, I think that movie culture. I mean, what I want to ask for is it possible to bring back that movie culture? Because back in the days, we have small movies in areas.
You see, 90% of these, you see, the business of this around this industry, people don't know.
They don't know.
I pity one man, Mr. Kina. Vision
You remember all those
system.
things? Like you
That man renovated Vision 66. He was making money and then he decided to renovate the place, put in so much money. Around that same time, then the boom, we all went to TV. I remember that man called me and said, "Oh, Socrates, Mama Bokao, Sini Amudini Nama TV station CD, Mama Boka."
It's very serious. I think that
now the place has been turned into a warehouse or something.
It's sad. The movie makers should wake up because I don't see movie makers growing poor, and they being poor is a habit of the producers who are giving the movies to the TV station, believing that when they show it on TV, it becomes popular. And Andy, this culture of the sub cinemas we used to have when growing up, now what small cinemas with capacity of about 60 people.
Private investment.
You have all, and these are some of the ways that they used to make their money because you can premiere a single movie in about 50 districts.
Yeah.
Small cinema before even the major ones.
How much money we were making around that time, if you make a film, you would never.
I remember we used to go and pay and watch Chinese movie. We were kids. We go and watch them. This Ghanaian movie, you and also
Snake in a Monkey Shadow.
Guy Jesus and all those people.
Guy Jesus.
You see, one mistake, one stupid thing we did also. You see, when they started buying it,
yes,
maybe I may have about 20 movies at home stuck there. Instead of waiting for the incubation period to elapse so that I can bring them back, I was so stupid to the point that I picked about 20 of them, go to the TV station, and now calculate 2 million times 20.
Times 20,
and they give you
take the money and you are gone.
In bulk. Do you understand? Then you go and shoot one film. You bring it. By the time you bring it, you are still showing.
20 is still not done.
And then the market, there's nobody in the market to buy because they are watching what you have put on TV for free.
Yes.
Do you understand? So that money also goes down the drain. Then you come back and start blaming government.
So Annie, let me end by saying that technology has also contributed to this problem. Evolution, we moved from cassette, video deck to CD, now DVD. Now the whole thing is going very virtual. A time will come, see Netflix. That's a virtual cinema they've created there. So this technology is really disturbing. And I think the other part that you should encourage now, if you want to bring back the film culture, is rental. Rental played a very good role in making movie makers richer. Because you go and rent the movie and then you take it back. So I think the culture of, if you want to revive the culture, is a big job. It's a big job. that you guys need to do, because we are doing our part on the music side. So I don't really want to. I cannot suggest for movie makers. I can only share my experience, how we used to enjoy cinema life. But as for decision there and suggestions, I don't think the only thing you need to do is revive the culture, revive them, and then.
How do we do it? You've not said it.
Yeah.
I mean, what I mean by reviving the culture is that I gave you scenarios of how we used to enjoy the movies.
Yes.
Sub cinemas in areas like Tema, you have about 6 sub cinemas around.
He's asking of solution.
The solution, the solution is that go back to the original culture.
How do we go when the films are on TV?
No.
People, you can't force people not to.
That's how come I was about to hit the TV station. And you said it's not them, so I left that
because
part.
we have given it to them. They have bought the content.
Because
stop giving it to them.
But you see, this stop giving it to them, eh? I remember
there should be a law that bans them from showing. Yeah, there should be a law. Copyright law.
Look, because sorry. Your office is even against people
showing movies.
Exactly.
No, we are not against showing movies. Showing movies how?
That people are showing pirated movies.
Yes, we are against piracy.
So if you've not given it to them and they show it,
let's amend the law.
Let's give it to them.
Let's bring it in.
So
and I'm saying stop giving it to them.
There is no law that will compare.
So, Chairman, let's make the law. Let's amend the Film Act, because with the copyright issue with Gamro, we are fighting for amendment.
Good.
So I think they should also start looking at that, because
you make a law that nobody should give a film to TV station.
Don't give it to the TV station. Don't show a movie without having the right license, master license.
That is a different. They have the license.
So that one should if you go for the master license, if you take the master license, then there should be a license from the owner of the right.
The owner of the one is the one who the owner of the movie is the one who took the film to them.
No. I said we
the film.
Please come
when he finished the film, the moment he finished the film, the master copy, the first copy, he takes it go to the TV station, and some of them will even beg them to take it.
Show.
Yes, free. Masa,
Ria, please come.
Okay, so for me, I think it is a lack of content. Okay, I mean, lack of content, because at the end of the day, if there's extra movies to be shown, like you don't care who is showing it on what television station, because let me just land, because the closest people I can compare to is Nigeria. Okay, so the Nigerian movie industry, they have African Magic, Yoruba, African Magic, where they show mostly Nigerian movies and stuff like that. And Iroko TV, where people pay to watch, and even now they have Ndani TV on
Iroko 1, Iroko 2.
Yeah.
And they have Iroko Ghana.
They have Ndani TV and Red TV on YouTube. And it will shock you I rushed to go and watch the Men's Club. There's this series called the Men's Club, and I rushed to go and watch it on YouTube. You understand? And they've carved a niche for themselves. They know that, okay, we know how to do this thing. And it is when I'm talking about production, top-notch production, and people are getting it. Yes, people are getting it on YouTube to watch for free. So whether you like it or not, and I was watching normal Ghanaian TV, I think Crystal TV, and 90% of what they show on Crystal TV is Nigerian movies.
Because it's owned by a Nigerian.
Well, I don't know.
No, it's not.
I don't know. I do not know. No. I think it's Crystal Ajako.
No, he's not.
Yes.
It's Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay, then that's
you
what
get
people are
me.
saying.
So I think if the people who would want to show it on TV, you cannot control that. You understand? Let them show it on TV. But let's try to get more content. Let's try to
How do we
business.
Get more content?
But
How do we get more content?
You are the producer. So
Me.
you have to.
All the money is gone.
That's why you mentioned business. You understand? So you have to re-strategize.
How
am I going to?
I mean, build channels like Roku
Because the only TV I know
Because
in Ghana
subscription.
here that is doing the same thing is
Okay,
Max TV.
No, it doesn't look like there can be a solution.
Hold
because-
on. But no, Socrates, you used to work with Xylophone
Yes.
and even created a channel.
Xylophone View.
What happened to it?
Okay. Xylophone issue happened to it. But the model we created for that.
You managed it, I remember.
Yeah. The channel we created for Xylophone View is one of the best ways we should manage streaming. It is pay-per-view.
Is it still, does it exist?
No.
Why?
No. because it went down with xylophone issue. That
government.
It went out, but because that channel, if you put your content on, nobody can download it
until they buy a certain subscription.
Yeah, no. Even if you pay to watch a particular movie, you can keep it for 3 months. You can't download.
It's a smart idea.
You understand? And it is pay-per-view.
Like this.
So it's not like you subscribe and you are watching plenty films every day you play. No. If it's a particular film, you pay and you watch it. Tomorrow, if there's a new film, it's advertised. You come, you pay, and you watch it.
But why would I go and watch that when I can pay for a whole month and Netflix is showing it to me?
And the producer is not making that much money from what you are talking of.
Let's develop the culture to support Ghana, not Netflix. Netflix is not
Ghanaian. But there are Ghanaian movies on Netflix. There are Nigerian movies on Netflix.
I know.
Please let's
either to come here and make more money,
we can wrap
or
up
to go there
to reach a wider audience.
It's not bringing money.
Hey, the enemy said these people,
I told you, it's ignorance.
Penny for
but nothing works.
Ashes, please.
You see,
Ashes, you feel like some king beware. You want to make everybody shut up before you go talk.
oh no, but how can I talk when they are talking?
Okay.
It doesn't work like that.
Right.
You have to finish before I talk, or should I?
Right. Talk.
So, the Bible says,
Hallelujah. Hey.
when I was a kid, I used to do my things like a kid.
Paul Necker
But when you grow, you get wiser. I'm saying this because yesteryear, like you said, it was stupidity. But who created the mess?
more stupidity.
You see, the mess we are in, we create the mess and then we come back to ask ourselves, why is the mess here? We should be visionary people. That's the only solution to our problems. Yes. Ghanaians want to enrich themselves today. So make we chop that thing today, not thinking of the replications it can bring to us tomorrow. The people behind us, how would they also toe the same line and succeed? We don't think about it. So they're like you're saying, what's the solution? There's no solution. Because we don't have a solution. Our industry has a big leaking hole. From music to film to theater to poetry to everything. There's a big leaking hole there that nobody is willing to look at it, to dive deep into it, to find solutions. And it's a serious problem. Either we shut this whole industry down, have a proper stakeholder meeting. Yes. And find a way, a proper way of zooming into this industry with solutions. After that dialogue, that is going to help all of us. Or you see, we're going to sit here like crabs in a bucket, talk and fight and scream and yell. And you see the next person from here is going to sell his movie to the TV station because he needs to survive.
He needs money.
You know what?
What are we talking about?
Permission, let me give you an example. Xylophone, we went to Kumasi to talk to the producers. We went to Kumasi to talk to the producers. And we gave them all the ideas. We said, look, when we give you money, that film would never go on TV. Any film that we give you the money to do, it is to just give them the idea that, look, TV is not helping us. And we even explained, and I gave them all this history. The people were there, they nod, and then they clap and all that. Look, the one who was the MC, and spoke the most and agreed with us.
The same guy that
2 days later, I saw him. Ghana must go back at a particular TV station that he has collected movies from his colleagues to come and sell.
I'm a bootleg man.
Yes.
I don't understand. No.
Yeah, because you see.
And from that day, I decided that let's look on.
Logic.
That's how we know the business about
Logic.
this.
You said something like our culture of movie theater going and nothing has gone down.
It's gone down.
No.
It hasn't.
No.
No, I'm not saying it's gone down. I'm saying
big man. Big man. It be they go. No. It be they go. Go.
There are no more subsidies.
Hold on. Listen. Hold on. Make they release any movie, foreign movie, or whatever. Let it be big. Go to the Accra Mall. You will get space.
Yeah. Black Panther.
You don't get space.
That one you are right.
I'm telling you. So there's that culture. But where are the theaters?
The theater
That's the part I was saying.
Where are the theaters?
The theaters are
So
not there.
if Accra Mall is not functioning, where are the theaters?
Accra Mall is bleeding, if they will tell you, because for them to sustain and run the business, break even and make profits, they need big move. They need that how do you call it?
The
that
big movie.
patronage that you see every day. They need it every week.
Good. So Socrates, this is my solution. You are in government.
Yes.
Press for the theaters for we. No, this one be simple matter.
Okay.
No.
He's the head of the.
We not for not debate.
No,
Let's not
Head of
debate.
NFA. We need regulations.
Wait.
Let's not debate over this issue.
If you say
I
we
say-
should go and build theaters,
I'm not saying go and build. Listen to my language very well. There was a press in my end submission.
Yes.
I said press for the theaters.
Yes.
It's
Don't
theater
argue
beyond
me, boss.
Papa,
It's
wait,
beyond
listen,
that.
the aspect you are missing.
What am I missing?
The aspect you are missing is that you see, one, that thing is dear to our hearts.
Yes.
Okeku is not here.
Yes.
But I'm telling you,
The theatres.
it's one thing dear to our hearts. But you see, Okahano, now Okahanso, the investment that is going there, how are they going to recoup that investment? When the filmmakers who are supposed to bring their films to these cinema halls,
Socrates.
for you to make
If
that money,
government think
are
like this,
putting
he will
them-
never develop the country. Oh.
Papa,
Because
no,
when
no,
they do the
reality
road,
check. Wait.
how do they recoup the money they use for the road?
Papa, road.
Even there they go.
So if
Autos and everything,
think
you know
about
what the money
recruitment,
is
if
for.
government always
No,
think about
so did the government
they will
evaluate
develop
this
us.
before they put it on the blueprint? That this is what
Okay.
we're
Yes,
going
it's
to do for us.
there.
Alright.
You are expecting the people to be wiser, to know that, look, let's do business.
No,
because
that
it's
one
an
we
investment.
understand. Why?
Let's
Let's
push
end
the
it.
right knobs.
All right, thank you very
Chairman,
much.
Chairman.
Let the people stop putting the
That
films
one,
out there for free.
that one is vividly understood. Andy, but I beg you,
No,
people.
we are done, we are
If
done, we are done. I beg you.
If government always think about
Let me be
recruitment,
saying, it's not government.
It's
When you
something
wait
we
now,
make.
and I'm going to tell you some theaters. Am I
Ye nim,
Munim say it's in the chiche.
tie me, ye nim.
Ask government, no
Who
munim.
listen to what
Yeah,
actually
no
Nipa
one's
say?
also sharing it.
Why did the government then
Why
promise
don't
us?
they
This is Hitz.